So Tom, tell me, you were one of the forefronts in technology. I remember going through all your summits. You were always one of the ones who were predicting the trends, and they came true. I remember even that little flip video that you said, I went to Australia and I couldn't find it anywhere, to order it in America, and it took me like 3 weeks to arrive. But what does the innovative agent look like today, and perhaps maybe going into the future?
So yeah, I mean, I was early on MySpace and you know, and email marketing and websites in 1995. So
YouTube.
YouTube first, no doubt. And I was blessed there to meet somebody that was running, you know, a big division of Google, who said, we just bought YouTube, you should do this. And I was doing audio blogging at the time, and he told me that's bad, which, you know, today it's obviously good. What I would tell you is, right now in a 2017 environment, you need to be thinking video first. So when you reached out and you're like, hey, let's do a video, I was like, right on. Like, if this would have been like a, you know, like I like magazines, but a typical print only. The challenge is there's less distribution. So what we're talking about with our clients today, and we're the only coaching company that does video first coaching. You with me? Like, I need to be able to look in your eyes and really get where you're at when we're in a coaching conversation. So I tell our clients, video first marketing means when you take that new listing, right? When you say, hey, you get on your phone immediately and say, I just listed this beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bath bungalow at the corner of Humma Humma Nana Nana. And whether you're live on Facebook telling your base there, or you're shooting it to then edit it and email it out and put it on the social channels, that's who's winning today. Because here's the stat. You ready? My friends at Google and Facebook have made it very clear. Google says 85% of the world's content will be consumed on your phone in video. 85% of the world's content. A couple weeks ago in the US, they have the Emmys, it's like this television hoobie-doo. And you know what? The people that were winning the Emmys now are Hulu and Netflix, people that are only in an internet-based environment. Right? So that, to me, if I was talking to an agent today, I'd say, you need to over-index on video-first marketing.
Wow. Okay, quick question. So where is this suburb? Banana Hammer Hammer? I love that. Where is that?
I don't even know where that came from. I used to say that everything was like Main Street, and then it just sounded too funny to me. And actually,
I love it.
So it's Humma Humma and Nana Nana. And somebody actually got me one of those like street signs that says Humma Humma and Nana Nana.
Don't look for it on Google Maps. We're not going to find it.
Yes, and if you search my company, my real estate company is called Banana Real Estate. Right? It's just a neutral, funny way to describe it.
I love it. I love it. Okay, the next question, Tom. Agents in Australia and New Zealand, and we have over 30,000 subscribers with Elite Agent Magazine. One of the things they're finding right now as a challenge is listings are really tight. What advice would you give to agents at the moment that could say, well, you know, my market is really tough right now, listings are tough. Even my vendors who are selling their home, they're like thinking, you know, 6 months ago prices have come down. What should they be doing right now?
Okay, but do the vendors know that? Like, do the agents know, but the vendors still expect a higher price? Okay, so that's, I mean, that, by the way, that's only every marketplace I've ever worked in around the world. In Munich, Germany, it's that way right now. In parts of the Czech Republic, especially like Prague, it's very similar. New York City, prices are here in terms of the seller expectation, but this is where the buyers are buying. Right? So that's different. Do you want to talk about getting them sold, or do you want to talk about getting them?
Let's talk about getting them. Listings, listings is probably the main challenge right now.
Okay, so here's what we believe, right? That most agents are myopic in their approach. They've got one way that they do it. They're a one-trick pony. So here's the challenge. When things get tight, if your trick doesn't work, you're out of business. So rule number one is, obviously, where does your business come from now? Where do your listings come from? And then ephemeralization. How do I make it better? How do I make it more consistent? How do I get more for less without spending another dime? That's the first thing. Secondly, can I outsource a piece of that so I can leverage my time and get more listing opportunities? That's a big one. But once you've done those two, you've got to expand your multiple channels of listing lead generation. So here's what I know. Geographic farming works. Right? No doubt, and I don't care where I am in the world. You take 700 to 1,000 homes where the turnover is 3, 5, 7%. And you do direct mail, you do open houses, you knock on doors, you run Facebook ads, et cetera, et cetera. But that's only one, right? One of my clients in New York City took this same concept of just a geographic farm. Now, he's like he'd be like in Sydney, right? Vertical living kind of Sydney. He's high-rise New York City. You can't knock on doors. You can't even really do open houses. So I said, just pick 2 farms. He laughed and said, there's no farms in New York City. I said, 2 buildings. 268 homes, turnover was about 4%, but the average sales price was $1 million. So the economics made sense, right? If you got a decent conversion, Well, fast forward, that was 6 years ago. Now he has 85,000 apartments he mails to. Wow. So he spends between $400,000 to $450,000 a year on direct mail for a $4 million GCI return.
No brainer.
So you got to expand and have multiple different ways that you're attracting sellers. You can't just rely on your database to produce the most results.
Yeah.
Facebook ads, right?
Yeah.
Online ads, Google search ads, landing pages, obviously geographic farming, open houses. There's just a plethora of ways you can do it, but you need multiple ways. That's the answer.
So any tips around mindset sort of stuff for these guys as they're feeling it, the squeeze at the moment with listings, like to get up every day and just get motivated?
So
What does Tom Ferry turn to when times get tough?
Listen, you don't want to mess with me when times get tough, because when times get tough,
Because he's not soft.
I explode, right? I mean, what I see is that most people, when the market gets tough or things get tough, they contract back to what is safe and easy.
True.
But all the money and all the growth is outside of your comfort zone. Now, you can see that motivational thing on, Instagram all day long, but it doesn't mean crap until you finally are in that moment of truth and you say, wait a minute, my back's up against the wall.
Yep.
I need to go expand. So this is what I'm going to say to every one of you. You don't have enough money in your savings account to be acting the way you're acting right now. God bless you. One person in your family gets cancer or has a financial problem that shuts you down, you're screwed. I literally would say to you, you need to be operating today from the standpoint of fear. You don't have enough money. Until you're sitting on piles of cash, you don't have the right to be sitting back doing so little. You can't have goals like this and have behaviors like this. We've got to align your behaviors to get what it is that you want.
Absolutely.
Forget mindset, toughen up.
I love that. So powerful. I love that message, Tom. Thank you for sharing.
I probably just made a whole bunch of them mad.
But I love it.
Sorry,
I love
don't
the
take it
message is so
personally.
strong. Absolutely.